Hello, and welcome to Stretching the Word. I'm your host, Sister Valerie, and not today, devil, just not this year. Ladies, it's our turn to see how we as ladies can be overtaken by lust. You know, every time somebody say lust, they always say that man, that man, that man, that man. But lust is an equal opportunity spirit. It attacks women just like it does a man. You think, you say, no, ain't no woman lusting after no man. Check yourself. Have you ever started dreaming about a man? You ain't even got to answer that question. But moving on, let's go to the Word of God. And today we're going to be in Genesis, the 39th chapter. And we're going to start at the 7th verse. But while you're finding that, I'm going to bring you up to date what I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking about Joseph. We all know who Joseph was. You know how his brothers threw him in the pit, and then the slave people came by and they traded him. So we're talking about Joseph. And we know Joseph had been had been sold to this man named Potiphar. So we know Joseph, he was wise. God had given him wisdom. He was, top notch. There Joseph was. And Potiphar was his master. Well, Potiphar had a wife. Potiphar go out, do his thing. He gave Joseph charge of everything. But while Potiphar was gone, his wife started looking at Joseph. So we know Joseph, he had his body and all of that together, So she started looking at him. And that strong sexual desire started coming up on her. She didn't check it. Like I said, we can look the first time, give a glance. Oh, yeah, brother looking good over there. Nice body. Leave her alone. But no, because he was there every day, instead of her doing something else every day, she was watching him. So that lust started to overtake her. So we're going to pick it up in Genesis 39 and 6. Now, when it says he's talking about Potiphar. And it says, and he left all that he had in Joseph's hand, and he knew not aught he had, save the bread which he did eat. This man totally trusted Joseph with everything. And Joseph was a goodly person and well favored. Verse 7, and it came to pass after these things that his master's wife cast her eyes upon Joseph, and she said, lie with me. In other words, come go to bed with me. So she propositioned Joseph. It said, but he refused and said unto his master's wife, behold, my master wotteth not what is with me in the house, and he have committed all that he have to my hand. There is none greater in this house than I. Joseph was even over. The man thought more of Joseph than he did his wife, per se, because she wasn't in control of nothing. So it said, there is none greater in this house than I, neither have he kept back anything from me but thee, because thou art his wife. How then can I do this great wickedness and sin against God? See, with Joseph, it was all about God. It wasn't about, the man, he might kill me or whatever. But Joseph loved God. He served God. He obeyed God. So with Joseph, it was all about God. But she didn't have no fear of God, nor a man. She wasn't even scared of what her husband was going to do to her when he found out. So every day, she kept looking at Joseph, even though Joseph had told her no. She kept, proposition. Oh, you want it. Come on, let's take this. You can have this. And, she kept propositioning and chasing him down and stuff. So Joseph kept saying, no, 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 no. Then she said, oh, I know how I get it. He ain't gonna refuse me, because she had been overtaken with lust. So she kept thinking, how could she get Joseph? She said, oh, I know what I'm gonna do. See, I'm his wife. I'm gonna tell everybody that Joseph is here, but I'm gonna give them the day off. And it's okay. The master said so. So she concocted up the scheme. And so there it was. She gave everybody the day off except for Joseph. So Joseph came in and he looking around. He don't see nobody. So she was like, yeah, come on in. It's okay. It's okay. Ain't nobody here but me and you. So once again, come on, Joseph. Ain't nobody here. Ain't nobody gonna know what we gonna do. Joseph once again said no. So because she was overcome with lust, she tried to rape Joseph. She went after the brother. Joseph ran, but she grabbed his robe, as they wore in them days. She grabbed his robe. But Joseph left, as they say, butt naked and all. Joseph flew out of there. And we know the story yet came, you know, when Joseph won the victory. But all in all, that right there lets us know as women that lust will overtake anybody.